Hey guys, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? Welcome to part two of summer solstice. Okay, this one I'm going to. I found something about each individual sign about summer solstice, and I'm going to read a little bit what it says for each sign. First, I'm gonna read what it says about summer solstice again, and then do each sign. And when I'm doing the sign, I'm also talking about the planet. Okay. And what else is happening? Okay. Okay, is what the 2022 summer solstice mean for your zodiac. Find out what to expect from this year's summer solstice and plan accordingly. Heat and harmony on the horizon. Astronomically, the summer solstice marks the first day of summer in the northern hemisphere. Astrologically, it marks the beginning of Cancer season. With the sun in Cancer, this is a good time for everyone to take ownership of their feelings and their actions and to focus on loving each other and overcoming selfish goals, says Professor Psychic and astrologer. Okay, so the goal should be Cancer season. Goal is take ownership of your feelings, right? Actions. Come on, don't do that. And to focus on loving each other, right? And overcoming selfish goals. Think of an astronomical chart as a pie divided into 12 slices. Why do they always use this reference? Those slices are what astrologers call, Gatsby call houses, and they represent different aspects of your life. So we got, yeah, come to think of it, this is the pie, ain't it? That sure is. This the pie, the birth chart. Mm-hmm. Okay. Right. Okay. Never thought of it like that. And they represent different aspects of your life. On your birth date, at exactly the time you were born, each sign and planet fell within a certain house. Sounds complex, but just as smart astrologers can tell you your zodiac element, zodiac compatibility, and zodiac power color, they can derive meaning from the houses. On the summer solstice, the sign of Aries is in the seventh house, which means preparing for a particular aggressive interrelations, according to him. When the weather is hot, our metaphorical temperatures can rise. And with Aries and Mars, Jupiter, the moon, and minor planet Chiron, I can't. It won't even mute. It won't even mute. Still here.
Okay, so I'm walking the gate and I look at the mailbox, it's open. Big papers and stuff flying through it. So I just close it. All I hear is skirt. Dude, run out the car. Hey, how you doing? You so beautiful. My name is Ken. Can I get your number? You scared the shit out of me. I thought somebody was coming to get me or something. It's like, I'm so sorry. I didn't want to scare you. You were just beautiful. So yeah, sure. He was cute.
Mm-hmm.
He must have saw me. Okay, what's time was it?
Probably did go.
I was like, oh my God.
um, there are sure to be disagreements everywhere around the world. Okay, see, this is particularly aggressive solstice. So this solstice is gonna be aggressive, y'all. It's gonna bring it out of me. I tell you, wish nigga would. This is particular aggressive at solstice, which does not body well for worldly events. This is a scary worldly climate. But with Mercury and Gemini, there may also be great ideas coming from various religions and religious leaders of the world about how we may come together in a more peaceful way. It's gonna be hard. Because I went back in history. If y'all look for the history on that day, they have it still happening today. I did one on the prejudice, and they was showing that on Instagram. How this girl, she had that white supremacy mark and all that, all by her private and all of that, and she jumping out of the car and yeah, I'm prejudiced and I hate y'all niggers and blah blah blah. Okay, anyway, yeah. Okay, Aries, you'll have a lot on your plate during this summer solstice and may find yourself at odds with people closest to you. Fiery Round may feel a bit moody and wounded and have a hard time saying, I'm sorry, but it's not all doom and gloom. The summer solstice may be a bit of a nuisance for Aries, a time to start something new, like a job or relationship. And for those moments when your mood is less sunny than the great outdoors, scroll through these summer memes to brighten your outlook. Let's see what the memes are. Laughter. Watch something funny. Um, have some barbecues. Joke. Okay. Have vacation. Travel on a plane. Meet some new people. Take a nap. Go to the beach. Go to the pool. Take some pictures. Brace yourself. Okay, let's see. Yes, this if you're bored. Uh, what for the kids if they bored? Oh, they got way to go back to school. They ain't even close to that deal. They just got out. Okay, that's what they got for you, Aries. You have to figure that out. Okay. Okay, let's do a little some. Oh shoot, I didn't let it go all the way down. Dang. Let me let another one. Okay, just a little insight for Aries and Mars. This is all over the world. Touchy feely, touchy feely. So I ain't got the who is the third person? I should have marked them. Reuben, Simon, Levi. Oh, so Levi is that's why he said about the priest, because the Levi is trying to bring the peace. Okay. And that's the third Israelite, I mean, the tribe of Judah, the third son. Am I saying that? No, I'm sorry. We got first house is Reuben on the birth chart, and it is Russia, UK, and also we got Hosea, destructive. So Hosea was the prostitute thing, right? So I'm thinking like, but gypsies, will share from gypsies, transcend these, um, Yugoslavia, stuff like that. Okay. All right. Let's see, Aries. Let's see what's happening for you. So bring out the babies. Let's see when the message comes in here. Ooh, I've been running around. Look at this. Peeping at Russian art. I'll leave that out. So yeah, be creative. Art. Get you some paintings. Maybe create. I tell my daughter, who's the Leo baby girl. I tell all the time, why don't you create when the mood that you're in? You never know who you may be helping. Some people do their best art when they pissed off. Just saying. So, Leo, still got that grandma protecting their babies, their granddaughter. So that's gonna be the thing, protecting your babies. You got something hovering way over here, looking down at everything like an eagle ready to swoop down and take something. So it's like the baby's running, the little boy running back. I would say it's parent, but I just got a image of a porcupine. I have no idea. Um, Somebody hiding a sickness again, or something gooey coming out of somebody. Maybe a baby out of a child having a baby. No, it's like a something strange coming out. Um, it's like stuff just waiting to happen. We know that, but it's starting where you think you protected it, but it's whatever this forming is coming right in the middle where you think you're protecting your family or kids. They got something planted inside to fuck with y'all, fuck with the inside. Yeah, you call it, but anyway, to mess with you, it's like an inside agent. You know what I'm saying? It's like they got something in your circle to come out and destroy you from the inside out. Yeah, that's a good way to explain that. Masculine and feminine. The morphodite over there. Okay. Destroy your inside out. So I guess that's why they say ownership of feelings. So your feelings, it could explode. That's what they're talking about. Actions, boring, loving each of other, overcoming selfish goals, exploding. Because whatever inside out. Okay, okay. How about it? Keep yourself cool too and watch them foods you've been eating, all that stuff in them foods. Just get you some Mother Nature plants, fig leaves, all the fruit leaves. Make some tea out of that and the fruits. Um, just go outside in your yard for you lawnmower and stuff, and find out which plants. Look it up. It's good. Um, high in fiber, whatever you need. Um, Help with whatever going on with you, and even those that are help protect you. It's like antidotes that she has for you out there, right? Yeah, you wanting clarity about something. Something ain't sitting right with you, and this could be the whole world. Something ain't sitting right with us. Okay, remember I'm doing Mars, so they got to do with the whole world as well. Okay, we got somebody offering you something. Now I got this on. I'm thinking on people who the abortion thing. How did it flip for them to take control of the abortion thing? The men making decision on the woman's body because y'all let them and let them go too far. There have been many situations, many times have been warned to take control, to research, and nobody wanted to take the role. So now this is the consequences. That's just like I was telling y'all about the neighborhood I stayed in. I was trying to run around like a chicken, trying to get everybody to clean up, let's redo this, let's find out grant money, blah, blah, blah. They wanted to take, stay like it is, but just millionaires came on in because they was greedy. So they wanted everything to stay the same. They could pretend like they helping community center ending, the later community center. She didn't give a damn no more. So it crumbled. And now the big ups have taken over. One time before, the millionaires came through and saved it. But I don't know. I don't know. Don't look like it this time. Because they didn't show no form of taking care of it after you were saved. You know what I'm saying? If you've been saved from something, what are you going to do to maintain that? And they didn't not doing it. Got a couple, you got some here and there that are, but a whole lot of them is still waiting on somebody else to come. So so now we're asking clarity and don't understand what's going on. That could be my condolences if you lost a baby, or wonder why maybe you and the person is not compatible, or why that person not loving the child the way you loving the child. Maybe because y'all got into the relationship, it was all wrong from the get-go, you know. This was reverse, wasn't it? Yeah, it was all wrong from the get-go. So you can't expect to go in the sunset and off in the sunset with this person when it was false. Somebody was pretending from the get, you know. They didn't really care. They wanted you or you wanted them for whatever reason, but it wasn't anything from the heart, you know. So watch your arguing. A lot of that, like they say, is going to be going on around you, and people going to provoke you. So go take you a good, nice spiritual bath, cold shower, whatever the deal is. Demanding sex, not demanding sex, whatever. Because y'all love sex. So sometimes they could frustrate you more if you're not getting those needs met. But then you don't want to end up with this situation again. So you might have to get on there and network and look at some sex. You know what I'm saying? There's other things to do. Just think about somebody else's problem. Help them with it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Work on somebody else's stuff. Or some people might overwork. That's going to frustrate you more. So we're just talking about something building inside and ready to explode and going to become out worse than what it was. Right? So give somebody else, yeah. And they're going to be the karma come out. You're going to feel unjustified. And then whatever you did or whatever, if you end up being aggressive and taking the sex or something out of hand, or somebody doing it to you, or fighting and arguing and didn't get to understand, and say you and the person you pissed off because they not appreciating the babies or you or whatever the deal is, and then you go off on them and all that, and then you knew the truth from the beginning. Here come karma. Somebody get locked up, hurt, shot, killed, whatever. All you get mad and you want to kill a whole family. Fuck the babies too, and fuck you, and and I'm gonna kill you and the baby, and man, it's happening all every day now. Seem like, and killing itself along with it. And I'm gonna kill you and all the baby, even the babies that ain't theirs. It's like I seen that murder a long time ago. Me and my daughter. It's like damn, but the girl was playing with the guy, and she got pregnant by the other two babies' daddy. I guess that's their daddy, and have him doing for the baby. He had already shot his wife, so here he come and he's shooting her in front of the kids. Imagine the trauma that these children got to go through. She jumps in the back with the kids, trying to protect herself, putting the kids all in front of her. He gets in the car and makes sure he shoots her like a professional. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I ain't gonna like this. He don't like it. He don't like it. He don't like it. It's like, and we did the temperance. Oh yeah, that was the judge. Just oh, the justice. Okay, so yeah. So whatever's going on, if you're going down that road, and what I was just talking about, no, they don't like this. You have to learn how to maneuver through this summer solstice, these full moons. Oh man, eclipses. We've been, we probably never noticed it before. I don't know, or maybe this is something that never happened before. I don't know, but it's a lot of shit been thrown at our ass, and we're taking a lot of stuff. And you're gonna have to keep your insides cleaned out and clear and cool. That's gonna help you. Number one, because if you don't clean your outside side, and get all that waste out, it's gonna make you feel hot, sticky. You're already a fire sign. It's already hot outside. We got the radiation going. You know what I'm saying? And look, that's coming down. And according to how you took care of your body, because a lot of Mother Nature plants us radiation protection. It's a lot. Make yourself cool inside. Keep your body cleaned out of everything you eat. Eating meat, just every couple of days, just clean your system out. Clean your system out. You know what I'm saying? And I would do natural stuff. Don't go to the store. You can, I mean, you can do what you want. Or maybe foreign stores would really help. Asian stores. But I would use Mother Nature's plants. It's more potent, you know? Anyway, yeah. Look at this. Just waiting. Look, I was saying something about this. Wait a minute. Where did I put it at? I read yesterday something about this. Where was it? Mm, yeah, shoes. Trying to find it. Hold on, y'all. Oh, we're talking about the benign people, the witchcraft, and all of that stuff, the voodoo. We gone. There's something Pacific. I was talking about the angel and the. Oh, I know what that was. The white witches. Nah, well, against the dark. What's that? What I talking about? I know I talked about that. Let me see. Magical powers, evil ones, black cloak, and pointed hat. Okay, and flying and broomstick. Okay. White witch, good, a practitioner of folk magic for benevolent good purposes. So they don't want you to heal. Okay. They want you to stay stuck, unhealthy, mind messed up, think it's love, but it's not. It's actually control, you know, um, not thinking straight, having you not having clarity, going down your right path, staying grounded, getting balanced. So they're going to be fighting to make sure that you don't. So this has got to do with the whole world. There go the files going again on my calendar. Yeah. So that's what. Got to be careful. Look, put your defenses down. Not telling your truth. They're gonna be lying through their teeth. Um, Taking your thoughts, putting on the internet, all that kind of stuff. We know that. That was when I had said about the guy talking about from YouTube, from Google. Remember I mentioned that yesterday. But the guy from Google said that Google engineer put on leave after claiming chatbots can express thoughts and feelings. And I looked that up. If y'all let me get there. And that is chatbots, an artificial intelligence AI application that can initiate a real conversation with a user in their natural language. Chatbots enable communication via text or audio on websites, messages, applications, mobile apps, or telephone. Remember, y'all follow me. I did these videos on the movies I've seen about getting in the electrical system and creating these games and having people can't get out these games with their life, and then they getting out of the having going inside of people that's triggering you because you playing these games or they following you or something like that, and then we got these spirits going around. There's so many things, y'all. A chat box or chatterbox is a software application used to conduct an online chat conversation via text or text to speak in late LIEU, of provoking direct contact with a live human agent. A chat box is a type of software that can help customers by automating conversation and interact with them through messaging platforms. A computer program designed to stimulate conversation with human users, especially over the internet. Chatterbox often treat conversations like they're a game of tennis, talk, reply. Yeah, back and forth. So that's what they did. Um, yeah. So this is conversation back and forth and not speaking your truth. They don't want to speak truth. They want to tell lies, deceit, control, whole 9 yards. But you make sure you get peace of mind. Okay, Aries? That's going to be very important right now. Got to find your peace of mind through all of this stuff. All this going on, but stay happy, getting your victory on. Look at this, keeping your house happy, your kids happy, manifesting what you want, protecting your household, okay? Don't let nobody run up in no house, okay? You have to move around, you need to move around. Okay, here come, did all this, and here come the government. Look at this, trying to corrupt. Damn. After all of that, then this right behind it. So this is an up and down, back and forth tennis thing that just talked about. Look at that. Both of them down. If they can get both of y'all to be at each other's throat, you know, and you don't move around, and the government, this is Cancer and Sag. Um, it said you have victory situation, balancing opposite polarity. So you need to move around. Government watching, getting out of a corporation, getting out of this job, this making you see they could be going through internet, they could be going through making you feel the type of way, what type of job you got. We don't know how they coming at us. You know what I'm saying? Working on your mind by the type of job you are, especially if you're not protecting yourself from crystals and different stuff like that. You got all these people energies coming at you if you work online or something like that, or So you got to think about that too. That could be corrupting you because they programming you to corrupt you. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be careful of that too. And see, this is the way you're supposed to be. You know, don't let nobody come in protecting you and your family. Nobody can't just come in any kind of way, creating, keeping a happy home. You know, and the victory in that. You know, whether you're alone or with your family, whatever the deal is. But here come this other shit going all in your head that you trying to maintain, but you don't know that it's coming from the internet, from the airways, and everything they got set up from the satellite, and who knows from where else these beings got going on, right? Messing with your ambition and drive. You know, you think it's something mental now. You know, yeah. They go important this and memo that, and you got to do this and important information that you're getting. Then you finding yourself like this. Then you need a drink or you need some kind of substance from the press, stressed out. Okay, but listen to your children, help them out so they won't get that way. But studying and finding out what's going on is the best bet. You know what I'm saying? And then go quiet, be gentle, take a water, a bath or whatever you need to do. See, that's Libra, Scorpio. You know, whatever you need to do to maintain beginnings, birth, new ideas, be creative, and get yourself out of this snare, okay? And get rest. Yeah, you're gonna have to go inside, because they're gonna be trying to throw everything at you. Ghosts, I mean, everything gonna see things. I mean, the whole 9 yards. Think people don't love you. You gonna be your family don't love you. See how they gonna fuck with your brain? This is the world. So everybody turn on themselves. I ain't got a happy home. Nobody care. I'm out in the cold. I'm wounded. No, I don't want to accept anything from you. You don't love me. You get the gist. And then the bullshit starts. And they got you. Because they done sent out all this shit. They done sent out in the air and been doing for the longest. What, this is the tower? And this is the things they're receiving, what they put out is going to the people, that big old tower or satellite or whatever, going hitting people in their head, crown chakra or whatever, and boom, there it is. You ain't keeping your clean out, flushing that shit out all the time, flushing it out, cleaning your system, eating herbs and for radiation and putting lotion or whatever on your skin and protecting yourself where you have to wear something or certain type of way you wear your hair, your natural hair. You don't know what's in all that other stuff. This will happen. Okay? This will happen. It's that tower, whatever they got set in. And this ain't been not set in place. This is ancient. You know what I'm saying? This is ancient stuff. This is ancient. So you got to think ancient when you move around. You got to say they still stuck in back in the day. So what did they do? Go back to the beginning. That's where that hermit came in, right? That's where that hermit came in, on the studying. Going back to the beginning, going down your path to find out what the hell going on. Instead of complaining, wait a minute, hold up. Let me go in hermit mode. Keep my ass out of this stuff. Being a student and going back and study ancient things. Okay. Now, what culture did what? Now, what the empress and the emperor, who was that? Asian. Okay. So, who were they back in the day? What did they do? What was their problem? Blah, 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 blah. Y'all get the drift. Okay. That's how I'm looking at it, y'all. So, staying away from people. That's why they had that alone. Staying away from people and research so you can see what's going on. You know? Yeah, and learn how to be clever as they damn ass. That's what it's all about right now. And y'all know y'all like a competition. right? Answer no calls, get no shit. Watch the internet when you're on there, clearing yourself out. Take your spiritual baths. Have your Himalayan sea salt lamps, your crystals, all it is. Make sure your babies are protected as well. Go by the water. You know, like I say, your spiritual baths or whatever the deal is. Change all of that. You know what I'm saying? So that way you won't get caught up in that trickery. And for your house, do what you need to do around your house to keep some of that radiation and stuff from coming in there, and your business, okay, and your babies, fasting, all that kind of stuff. If you wanna, if I need you, I do. What is it? Just I am just like this. Make me feel just like this. If you wanna, if I need you, hate you. I do. And why would they put that song out right now? Huh? Oh, in the bag somewhere in there. Did I take some bag in there? What did I have in that bag? I might have put it in the ice box with the I got her to buy me some orange and apples, child. You didn't have no hot no water in there, you know that, huh? Oh, oh, okay. Um, yeah. So we got you trying to build a solid business, Leo Aries. You trying to think and do things solid. See, out of the box, of course, thinkers, right? That's your nature. Okay. Watch third parties, watch people adding the new people in, watch your drinking and watch your heart. You have to be hard. Okay. Aries, you're gonna have to come on back, really back, Aries, really back. Cause y'all been in y'all feelings, okay? Caring too much. Not caring too much. It's you y'all should know when to and when not to. So this is Capricorn, I use. So this is a Capricorn in the mix somewhere. That's sharp tongue.
You can go to the store with me on these toes.
Um, okay, when I get through, I'll let you know. Sharp tongue, somebody, or you got that in your chart that could be adding on to your stuff. But it's like somebody around you, and that's the devil I use. They don't give a fuck. So that's you, Aries. You not supposed to give a fuck. You the I am. I mean, y'all good people. Don't get me wrong. Y'all care. Y'all loving. Y'all helpful. You know, but know how to cut stuff off. Y'all so competitive till you want to win sometime till you don't want to cut it off, and that could be an issue. Okay, because usually y'all, especially when you get kids or whatever involved, somebody been in your life a while, I understand. So y'all try everything to, keep it going, keep the person occupied, especially if you like them. But you gotta eventually open your eyes sooner or later and say, "What the hell am I doing to myself? This person don't give a fuck about me." You know what I'm saying? Or vice versa, whatever, and move on, keep it moving. We got Horsemen of Swords. The note starts of enmity, strife, or sickness. Right way up it indicates thoughts devoted to the defense and protection of the client. So protect yourself against enemies, strife, and sickness. So we got that monkeypox, we got that um OMICRO Chrome, whatever, which is zero, I mean a whole bunch of other stuff besides what they say. It's actually still COVID. So all I'm being simple. Y'all know I did a video on that. So they're gonna try their way. These jobs gonna be trying to make you take a shot. You can't work there. That's been like that. That's like the mark of the beast. They doing it through diseases and don't tell them what that's putting inside of your body. Same thing. Bible being fulfilled. They want to fulfill that Bible because they want to close it up and start a new world. I was watching a movie the other night of I don't know if I told y'all. Was I telling my daughter now? Nicolas Cage was in it. Was I telling y'all? And the two kids at the end, yeah, I think I did. And the two kids at the end were the ones that was going to start the new world. So they burnt up everybody else. Yeah. So they still want their agenda so they can start back from the Adam and Eve stage, you know. So I don't know if all of them got together this time instead of one being creating something, the other one creating something or whatever, or a certain region or something. I don't know what they're doing now. That's what we're trying to find out. Okay. Then we got number 8, that Capricorn again. And that's supposed to be balance, Libra, another cardinal, 2 cardinals, you're a cardinal sign, that's 3. Y'all start new, y'all bosses, your leaders. Just the first to create things. Got number 8. So whoever this is, you just as smart as they is. The balance, justice, and equilibrium. Where do we go for justice? I know I seen justice now. Because the tribe of Dan is justice, right? When we see that, um, let's see. I ain't getting sleepy. I ain't gonna even lie. Skilled in magic, sorcery, a very clever or skillful person or a computer wizard. Can you just say that? And so we're dealing with a sorcerers. We're dealing with sorcerers, uh, wizards, witches. I mean, we're dealing with the whole 9 yards right now. Magical powers, evil ones, black cloak and pointed head, and flying on a broomstick. So they don't have to be vigilant. Some of them do. You know, you could see them. They could be invisible or whatever, but they can come through the internet. They can come through people. They can jump back and forth in people that they created. Then we have the white witches that's trying to reverse this curse. They need our help. Wicca, masculine, Wixie, feminine, witching, sorcerers, supernatural powers, neo-pagan tradition or religion, ugly old woman, hag. I met a lady on the bus one day. I told a story once before. When I got on the bus and looked at her, I knew something was up. I said, "Look at this witch on this bus." She had stole somebody's shape. She had stole somebody's hair. She just needed a face. Was I on the bus or did she get on the bus? I can't remember how it went. She tried to sit in front of me. Oh, boo. I slide to the window, slide to the side, slide to the right. So she looked back, corner her eyes. No, you ain't finna steal a damn thing. And I said it in my head and she heard me. She got up and got off that bus. Everybody else, nobody, she had cloaked whatever. See, the people some not paying attention, not anointed. Let's put it like that. You will not notice. Okay. Nobody else say nothing about this person on the bus except some kids, I think. Some little children was looking at her, if I'm not mistaken. And I was like, this is a witch, and they don't even see her. And then her being Caucasian, and she was in a black neighborhood. Okay. So she needed Pacific look for what she was going to accomplish. She had got the shape from somebody. She had got the hair from somebody. So the hair was wavy brown, beautiful, not all the way cool like a nigga hair, but it was good, wavy and long, something like Beyonce's children hair. You know, don't get what I'm saying, Beyonce hair, but it's wavy. Beyonce probably without no perms, it's like that. And she was looking for a specific face. And I guess she thought mine was the one at that time. And she didn't know I was very into it, baby. I was very aware of your ass. And I wasn't even into none of this, but I just knew that she wasn't right. So after I said that in my head, she got off that bus. So I don't know who face she stole, where she at now, none of that. Yeah. Remember then, son of the earth, that to be victorious over thyself and dominate obstacles is but a part of the human task. To accomplish it entirely, thou must establish equilibrium between the forces that thou hast brought into play. All action produces reactions. The will should foresee the shock of opposite forces in order to temper or annul them. If the balance should appear, it signifies that the future is balanced between good and evil, and warns that an unbalanced mind is like a abortive sun. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. If you're not on your path and you stuck with what and working too much, you stuck on the same matrix stuff and the sexual and the drinking and the partying and the hanging out and not getting any spiritual in you and not listening and not listening to your gut and all that kind of stuff could end you in these snares right here. Look at all them alligators and all that stuff waiting. 22. People please be careful at 22. That's a crucial age. Make your break. I passed it to 20, 23 going on 24. Then I had my first kids. They was trying left and right to get me pregnant, to get me stuck. But I was mature around 24. I got a chance to do a lot of stuff, live my life, travel, get some education in. So I had good self-esteem for that part, where they couldn't tear me all the way down. You know what I'm saying? Then we got materialism, folly, failure, just talking about mistake or spirituality. Remember, son of the earth, that all things physical pass away, and that before the soul can pass to a higher realms, every debt to nature must be paid to the utmost farthing. And prudence threatens to encompass thy ruin, and thou wilt be called upon to pay for thy folly, unless thou immediately change thy ways. So either you're going the wrong way, or you're doing the wrong things, you're not paying attention. Listen, to failures should be stronger. But if you're doing the right way, you should know and see the effery, the trickery before it get to you, right? I was looking for what? Um, yeah, we did voodoo, root work, everything you can think of. Everything is out. Everything, like I've been saying, everything. So if you thinking that, oh, I'm not gonna believe in that, and the church say this and blah, blah, you need to read that damn Bible. But they doing it to you and the people in the church. If you have a preacher and he don't know, I'm pretty sure he do. And he keeps know how to capture your attention. And most of them doing by threatening and make you feeling bad about yourself and your way of life. So that's the trickery right there. They got number 11, and that is yeah, Dr. Young. That's so funny. Y'all be tripping me out. It's funny. Look at that dude when I said that about the preacher. They go, I've been trying to take them off my thing, but I used to like Dr. Ed Young, right? Preacher Dr. Ed Young, Win and Walk. I used to like to hear him talk, and I hadn't took him off yet. They gonna throw that on there. They are so funny. You gotta laugh at them. So you gotta really laugh, y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's a big old game. It's like a whole bunch of babies in power. They did say that on one of the things I read, didn't they? It says dealing with children. What was I doing? Was it in here, y'all? They did say that. Like a bunch of children. Dang. I can't remember what I was reading. And it was talking about that. It was talking about a bunch of children. Man, I wish I could find it. That's what I was doing when I found that. Cause even Papa Legba like candy. What was I reading? It was talking about children that's running stuff. Greeks vow mostly southern stay important. And now stars worship goddess. So we stuck in some power struggles. This one want to take over that one take over that. Or if I can't take over there, I'm wiping out over here. I'm wiping in some cinder storm over there. And we got the humans in it too. I still want to keep it the way I want because I want me and my family to still be this type of way. So we gonna whatever y'all taught us in the past how to do these machines and stuff or whatever magic, we gonna put it over and we gonna pour ours out because we want to still keep it the same like that. Blah 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 blah. That's what we dealing with, y'all. Nobody have a clue of what they supposed to be doing. I'm wondering when the real ones gonna show up. The real cold snakes. I don't know. Real people. The real one that's over everybody. Say if y'all don't sit y'all done tormented these people enough. Y'all done tormented each other. Stay playful. You're the light. Your business is growing astronomically. Grand prize winner, Seattle. Distribution, braids. Well, you don't have for a minute. Germs, hand wash, draw. Make sure y'all just talking about germs and all type of all kind of stuff. Luck is on your side. Arizona, New Mexico, Harry Potter, Higher Dimensions. I'm glad I met you. Okay. If you wonder if I hate you, I do. That song came out for a reason and fitting for these times. I love you, but I hate you, so I'ma kill you. I'ma hurt you. I'ma do something to get back at you, but I really love you, but I hate you too. I mean, that's dysfunction. That's mental illness. Create black smoke, not funny. Seeds, plant seeds. Black smoke could be whatever you think it is. Purified, work out. You're so adorable. Not disputing or disrespecting mental health at any moment, but y'all know what I'm saying. North and South Dakota, Colorado. You're fun. Yours hidden treasure, find it jewels. You are the hidden treasure. Find yourself. When you find yourself, everything will come into order. You'll see everything clearly. And everybody. Of course, this gotta come out for you. See if it come back out. We got you will get the money you asked for. Okay. 9 years. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. marriage boot camp, mailman woman, company ring, sports ring. We read some of that. Ford Motor Company, Henry Ford, born 1903. Maybe got a Ford truck or something. Don't eat seafood. Okay. A fucus. Just had a fucus moon. So if you're meeting one, or you're a fucus descendant. And we have Taurus on top. Crime from rage fear. Look at that. Waiting to put you in jail. White collar crime. That's them higher ups, right? Vandalism, juvenile. Commit crime to be on the internet. Caught, stall. I mean, damn. Restoration. Danger zone. Powerful, elegant, luxury, majestic beauty is gold. Adopted girl. No more lies of stealing, stolen history. Stop stealing. Find out who your ancestors are. Respect. They could be yours too. Are you an alchemist? Can you change your whole life? At least what you need to manifester. 9 lives. He hasn't died. Pyramids, slave life, monuments, house, tombs, life after death, home of the gods, ancient Egyptians, soul of the dead, pharaoh, power, authority, inspired, physical body, beginning of life, other worlds, religion, second self in you, Gaza, 7 wonders of the world, King Coffee, KHUFU, 20 year. Number 10, faith, fame, creator of your own destiny. Your ideals are important for your future. You have the support in your determination and self confidence. So go and be great. Number 1, leader, authority, and intuitive, positive thinking, your own inspiration, motivation, new phase in your life, powerful strength, risk taker. Number 0, eternal spiritual life, your path, journey, protection, support, no worry. My pictures are blessed, be more, so don't hurt yourself. Brown, grounded of skin, solid resilience, dependable, secure, and safe. Safety, strength, reliability, feelings of loneliness, sad isolation, growth, not white, Asian, American. Can you experience and not use electricity for a day or night? Candles, old-fashioned lamps, crystals, oils, oilless lamps, just in case. Barbecue pits, we were just talking about that. Butane stoves, fireplaces, etc. to cook, not waiting on a storm. Can people, things, life stop you? Only if you let it. Okay. What else I want to do? If you want to live, I hate you. We got Moonwalker. We have Bell, keep them spirits, keep them evil demons away, protecting you and your babies. If you have any or not, or just your animals or whatever the deal is, yourself, people around you care about, just jump that. It says trendy. Zombies or immortality. So yeah, what that mean, I think, but find other ways. Rain dance, um, yellow and black, signature pieces, secret service. We already got came out Russian art discovery, Galveston. Got wind out here, frog leap, jump, jump, whoosh, ooh, mergers, Gulf of Mexico, usually where it started. Car rental, cozy, I love players, I love you, give me what I want. Hmm. Bank closed, get y'all money and hold it. Table mates, Los Angeles, unicorns, little man. Okay. Before I start on the next, I want to go and start on what did I say was next? I'm gonna leave this as you, so I take my time because some sausage until next week. Everything on in between. Oh shoot, battery. Hold on, y'all. Ouch. Ow. Ow. I don't know why they had me on this side looking at something I hadn't even pulled. It says Alistair Crowley, tarot cards, Egyptian god Mendes, aka God Pan, in India. Okay, so maybe that's something you're interested in. So you know he dipped in the arts and found out a lot of stuff. I think he just kind of, I don't know what happened to him. You know, they tell us all kind of shit. Um, okay, the tribe of Dan. Where's my phone? Okay, let's go there. Let me save this one. I already missed it. The tribe of Dan. According to Wikipedia, the tribe of Dan, meaning judge, was one of the 12 tribes of. Okay, so we know, let's see, Hebrew, meaning judge, was one of the 12 tribes of Israel according to the Torah. They were allocated a coastal portion of land when the people of Israel entered the promised land. Later moving forwards, I still think that's America. My opinion. Biblical narrative. So we got, where are they? Dan. Lived by Ephraim and Benjamin and Judea, in between, kind of like by the water. Okay. I'll go another one. Dan. And that's the snake hole. Now I was looking at some movies. That's where I got the snake mound from. Mound. So that's got to do with them as well. Okay. Yeah. So that has to do with Dan's people, that snake in that country. We'll look at that in a minute. Dan's tribe serpent plate on the Jericho Solomon's door in Jerusalem. I love y'all can see that. See that. In biblical senses of the book of Numbers, the tribe Dan is portrayed as the second largest Israelite tribe after Judea. Some textual scholars regard the census as being from the priestly source, dating it to around the 7th century BCE, and more likely to reflect the bias of its author, the blessing of Moses, which some textual scholars regarded as dating from only slightly earlier in the term, whatever. Dan is prophesied to leap from Bashan. Scholars are uncertain why this should be, since the tribe did not live in Bashan plain, east of Jordan. Conquest and territory. According to the biblical narrative, following the completion of the conquest of Canaan by the Israelite tribes after about 12,000 BCE, Joshua allocated the land among the 12 tribes. Dan was the last tribe to receive its territory inheritance. Hmm. The land originally allocated to Dan was a small enclave in the central coastal area of Canaan between Judea, Benjamin, Ephraim, and the Philistines. So he was okay, so they gave him a small part. So was that his punishment from doing his brother Joseph like that? Or did the father start it all? Well, yeah, the mama started it all. Damn, long history of hurt and trickery and deceit came to the children. To the north, the territory of Dan abated Joppa, the modern Jeffy. This territory, not very expensive, extensive originally, was soon demonstrated by its dangerous neighbors, the Philistines. The tribe was only about to camp in the hill country overlooking the Sorek Valley, the camp location becoming known as Manhattan Dan, Camp of Dan, Joshua, and Joshua 19. The region they were trying to settle extended south into Shephelah, Sephelah, in the area of Timnah, Timnah, as a result of the modern state of Israel, refers to the region as Gush Dan, the Dan area. From after the conquest of the land by Joshua until the formation of the first United Kingdom of Israel in c. 1050 BCE, the tribe of Dan was a part of loose confederation of Israelites tribes. No certain government exists, and in times of crisis, the people were led by and hawk leaders known as judges. Okay, this is where the judges come from. So they didn't have a leadership, but they did have judges. The most celebrated deity was Samson, a dainty judge from the period of settlement in the lands alluded by Joshua. Somebody sees similarities between the stories of Samson and Denye tribe legends. DNYN. Excavations conducted at Tel Dan by Dr. David Illan, I don't know, of the Hebrew Union College, showing support for the Danites' potential AEGEAN connection. As a consequence of the pressure from the Philistines, a portion of the tribe abandoned hopes of settling near the central coast. instead migrating to the north of Philistine territory, and after conquering Laish, refounded it as the city of Dan in Judges 18. Thus, their territory in the inland northeast of the Nefertiti, east of the upper Jordan River, near its eastern sources, and defined the north extended of the land of the Israelites. A number of biblical texts thus refer to all Israel, from Dan to Beersheba, united monarchy. With the growth of the threat from Philistines' incursions, the Israelite tribes decided to form a strong, centralized monarchy to meet the challenge, and the tribe of Dan joined the new kingdom with Saul as the first king. After the death of Saul, all the tribes other than Judea remained loyal to the house of Saul. But after the death of Ishbosheth, Bosheth, Saul's son and successor to the throne of Israel, the tribe of Dan joined the other northern Israelite tribes in the making David, who was then king of Judea, king of reunion kingdom of Israel. The tribe provided substantial military support for the kingdom in the form of 2,000 28,600 soldiers being considered experts in war. So they were experts in war. Northern Kingdom of Israel. However, on the ascension of Rehoboam, David's grandson, in 930 BCE, the northern tribes split from the house of David to reform Kingdom of Israel as the northern kingdom. Assyrians' conquest and demise. As part of the Kingdom of Israel, the territory of Dan was conquered by Assyrians and exiled. The manner of their exile led to their future history being lost. Oh, I made a mistake earlier. It was not Ghana, it was Uganda. They got the gold. So it wasn't Dan's people. Okay. Claims of descendants from Dan. In the 15th century Latin chronicle, Chronicon Holostae Vedas, found in Gofir, whatever, blah, 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 states that Dans were the tribe of Dan. The antiquarian Henry Spelman in 1920 had made a similar claim that the Dans were the Israelites' tribe of Dan based on apparent similarities in name. Additionally, proponents of Nordic and British Islam have made similar claims about descending from the tribe of Dan. British Israelite authors such as John and J.H. identified the tribe of Dan with Denmark, while another prominent British Israelite author, Edward Hinn, took the view that the tribe of Dan had originated in Denmark and then migrated to the British Isles. Some Ethiopian Jews, also known as Beta Israel, claim descendants from the tribe of Dan. Okay. Ethiopian Jews, Beta Israel, um, British Isles, Denmark. What else it say? Nordic. Some Ethiopian Jews, also known as Beta Israel, claim descendants from the tribe of Dan, whose members migrated south along with members of the tribes of Gad, Asher, and Nefertiti into the kingdom of Cush, now Ethiopia and Sudan, during the destruction of the first temple. This position is supported by former Rabbi Obadiah They were said to have fought with the natives. Charles Upton relates the Serpent. Oh, that's why they had me watch that movie yesterday of the Templars. Oh, shit. Oh, history. I never did that before. Wow, wow. Okay, I'm gonna show you. Yeah, true. Hmm. Who is that about? Hmm. Okay. They are said to have fought with natives. Hold on. Let's start back up. Now, Ethiopia and Sudan. During the destruction of the first temple, this position is supported by former rabbi, okay, who said his name. They are said to have fought with the natives. Charles Upton relates the serpent Haitian voodoo, um, a god Dan Danbhalas, Danbhalas, derived in part from a heterodox form of Ethiopian Judaism, despite the Africans in Haiti deriving from the West Africa, not Ethiopia. Oh, okay. Okay, so that West Africa, Haitian, God, Danbhala, paradox form of Ethiopian Judaism, despite the Africans in Haiti. Okay. Okay. Modern artists use the scales of justice to represent the tribe of Dan. Wow. So what we see is the tribe of Dan. Okay. Due to Genesis 49:16, referring Dan shall achieve justice for his kindred. More traditional artists use a snake to represent Dan based upon Genesis 49:17. Let Dan be a serpent by the roadside. a horner viper by the path that bites the horse's horn, vapor by the path that bites the horse's heel, so that the rider stumbles backwards. Hmm. Let me write that down. 49, 17. The road, crossroads, right? Roadside, a horn, viper by the path that bites the horse's heel, so that the rider tumbles backward. And he also says, see scales of justice. He said he shall achieve justice for his kindreds. So in other, to me, it's like they needed him to be the trickster to help out to in order to be great warriors. Though the trickery and the voodoo and hoodoo in the book of Revelations 7:4-8 mentions that people from the 12 tribes of Israel will be sealed. The selection of the 12 tribes does not include the names of Ephraim and Dan. Hmm. Although their names were used for the 12 tribes that settled in the Promised Land, it has been suggested that this could be because of their pagan practices. Hmm. But yet, still, they're using everything from them. Trickery at its finest. This led this led Irenaeus, Irenaeus, Hippo, Hippolylthus of Rome, and some Millenites, Millenialists, to propose that the Antichrist will come from the tribe of Dan. Probably so. Shit, because all of them is, they're using it, all kind of trickery. They can go down there and they can come back and they can go visit Haiti, New Orleans, try to take over New Orleans, try to take over Benin, try to take over all of them that's doing that to come back and do their bullshit on, and then blame it on the Antichrist. Um, I want to see what his dad said. What was the blessing of the tribe of Dan from Jacob? Okay, Jacob blessing on Dan. Jacob blessing on Dan. Fred, somebody. Chapter 49 of Genesis carries by chat Yaakov, Jacob's deathbed blessing of his sons, addressed to Dan. Verse 16-18 reads as follows: Dan shall judge his people as one of the tribes of Israel. Dan shall be a serpent in the way, a horned snake in the path, that biteth the horse's heel, so that the rider falleth backward. I wait for the salvation, O Lord. Genesis Rabbi, and most of the classic commentators refer to this verse to Samson, who was a member of the tribe of Dan. So Samson. So okay. Oh, so Samson. Okay. The last sentence becomes then either a paraphrase of Samson's last prayer in Judges 15:28, or an appeal by Jacob or to God for help for the imprisonment and blind Samson when the time will come. Although, like all Agodic, Aggaddic commentaries, this interpretation has a meaning. It cannot be taken as the plain meaning of these verses from the following reason. To conjure a leap in Jacob's vision of the era of Samson would mean skipping over the roles of greatest leaders of Israel, Moses and Aaron. They are totally omitted in Jacob's address to Levi. Okay. Okay, so that's what his daddy gave him, what we read. So he was made to be a trickster, right? Okay, now the last one was Serpent Mount. What is the Serpent Mount? What is the Serpent Mount? Ohio. Serpent Mount may have had a spiritual purpose given that the many native cultures in North and Central America revived reverence snakes, attributing supernatural powers to the slaughtering reptiles. As the name suggests, Serpent Mount resembles a giant similar snake with a curled tail at the west end, a head at the east end, and a seven winding coals in between. In all, the snake stretches a quarter of a mile and ranges from whatever height. Okay. I think they was talking about how they would ensnare when they was in battle and say they had to, like figure out a way to capture the enemy. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm thinking it is. Where they get the cold snake. You know, where get on my nerves now. Okay. Just completely just knocked it on out the park. Huh? Let's see if I can salvage it. Nope. What is the Serpent Mount? Yeah, because the way they got it in the pasture, I don't know if I can see that. It's like maybe they were hiding, from the enemy. They were skilled and they used different animals to, like to what you map out in order to do, your will. I can't come thinking of an example right now. But the snake is the best example. And then the bee, maybe they went underground or something and slide like a snake till they defeat their enemies. The Great Serpent Mound, ancient Native American. Pueblos, Ohio. That's what I told you. They went. They was in Canaan was is America. I don't know. Let's see. See, we got I posted it before too. Serpent Mount. The Great Serpent Mount. I didn't do. I didn't actually do it. Is a 1,348 foot long, 3 foot high prehistoric effigy mound located in Pebbles, Ohio. The mound itself resides on the Serpent Mount crater plaque running along the Ohio Bush Creek in Adams County, Ohio. Maybe they gave them a side where the water was. The mound is maintained History Connection, a nonprofit organization dedicated to preserving historical sites throughout Ohio. Department of Interior later designated the mound as a National Historic Landmark of the United States. The Serpent Mound was first reported through surveys by Ephraim Corner and Edwin Davis. It was figured in their historic volume, Ancient Monuments of the Mississippi Valley, pos- published in 1848 by the newly formed Smithsonian Museum. The mound has received a lot of attention, being the largest serpent effigy in the world to this day. Effigy mounds can be traced back throughout several civilizations. The significance of the serpent mound stems greatly from its size and historical relevance. Made up the three parts, the serpent mound extends over 1.3 feet, 1376 feet in length, varying from 9 to over 30 to 100 centimeters in height. The mount stands with a width varying between 20 and 25 feet based on the section. The Serpent Mount confirms to the surrounding land as it rests on the bank of the Ohio Bush, Bush Creek. The mount itself winds back and forth for more than 800 feet, with its tail colon in 7 areas throughout the mount itself. The mount features a triple coiled tail at the end of the structure, often viewed as benchmark of the mount. Yellowish gray and ash acts as the main constant of the mount, with layer of rocks and soil reinforcing the outer layer. The open mouth head of the serpent itself wraps around an east facing 1,200 feet long, hollow oval figure. The figure is representative of an egg with an apparent depiction of the snake consuming it. Many scholars presume that the oval is a representation of the sun and the body of a frog. Wow. Or merely the remnant of a platform. The western side of Eiffage features a triangular mound approximately 31.6 feet in its base and long axles, remnants of other serpent effigies in Ontario and Scotland. In previous years, civilization responded for the creation of the serpent mound that had highly disputed amongst architects, as can be seen in the material published 2002. Its construction was often attributed to different civilizations. Very little additional evidence, such as artifacts and burials, can be found at the site of the mound, leaving it hard for architects to trace its construction back to one civilization. Architects generally acknowledge that the Adel culture, Adene, ADNA culture, 800 BC to 100 AD, and the fourth ancient culture, FORT, ancient culture, 1000 to 1750 AD, as the main contributors to the Mount's creation. They argued that the Adena culture completed a majority of their contribution to the Mount around 320 BC, while the fourth ancient culture contributed some work around 1070 AD. The Mount lacks of physical artifacts has led anthropologists to rely on radiocarbon dating to determine when the Mount was created. An article, blah, 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 provides evidence supporting the Mound's creation by the Anna culture around 300 BC. The article referenced the radiocarbon data that was published in October 2014. Further scholars argue that it was renovated around 14 AD by Fourth Ancient Culture. I ain't arguing about shit. I ain't got time for that. The Serpent Mound at Rice Lake in Petersburg County, Orlando, Canada, dating over 2,000 years ago, has been linked with Adon culture. So we got Rice Lake, Peter, or Ontario, Canada, and okay, prehistoric Ohio. Several groups of Palo, okay, that's what I'm waiting for. Paleo Indians, 13 BC to 7000 BC, occupied the land in Ohio prior to Adena and Hopewell cultures. Evidence shows that numerous civilizations of Palo Indians occupied the land in Ohio, thriving through hunter-gathering techniques, and ranged throughout the land. The Palo Indians hunted large game such as Mastodon. Architects have found remains of more than 150 mastodons of Ohio alone, as well as the remains from other large game. The most complete mastodon skeleton was excavated at the Burning Tree. Okay, it's like a big pterodactyl. That Mastodo. Maybe I can see that. They got it in the museum, so that's what they hunted down. Oh, shit, they needed witchcraft shit. Okay, Burning Tree Museum. Let's go. Mhm. Okay. Culver's Point pier heads have been found that indicated interaction with other groups of Palo Indians that also hunted large game. The Palo Crossing site and Nobles Pound site, Pond site tools like spear throwers were more sophisticated. Base camps were established in winter logging. The Glacier Camp Culture, a late article ARCHAIC group, trade for seashell and copper with other groups and were used as a sign of prestige within the group. Okay. For respected healers and hunters. The objects were buried with their owners. Following the ancient Palo Indians, the woodland period, the post period is known for its rich ritual and artistic life in well-developed villages. The woodland period is well known for the emergence of the earthworm, so woodlands, earthworm, and mounds, which were commonly used for burials as well. Along with hunter and gathering of their food and game, many civilizations cultivated crops such as maize, squash, and beans. The Adena and hopwell cultures flourished during the early and middle woodland periods, while the population of the woodland people expanded dramatically. Several groups of the woodland people lived in larger villages surrounded by defensive defensive walls or ditches that were built for protection. Ritual and artistic endeavors waned during the late woodland period, as well as trading amongst other groups. Many of earthworms and effigy mounds were built earlier on in this period, while these cultures lacked construction of new mounds after their inception. The village civilizations such as Adena people and the Fort Ancient people were much larger. These villages were often built on a high ground near a river, commonly surrounded by wooden stockland. After a long hiatus, civilization returned to building earthworks and effigy mounds, but not as frequently as during the woodland period. Okay. All right, y'all, I'm gonna stop there. I'm rocking and rolling. I'm so sleepy. So I hit what I said, right? I said I was going to talk about, oh shit, Summer solstice being part two, tarot, the tarot and Aries, tribe of Dan, and Serpent Mound. Okay, and we'll find some rituals. But yeah, so I'll be back, y'all. This is gonna be a long one. Summer solstice, a lot to it. All right, that's your girl Ruth signing off. Like, subscribe, share, and comment. I really appreciate it. And I hope it was entertaining. And Aries, I hope it helped. And Mars, everybody who's feeling that way, they trying to get us. Just be careful. That's the Scorpio, so that makes it Mars too, the snake, right? Interesting. Hmm. All right. Love y'all. Bye.